The first day of school is just around the corner, and while parents may be looking forward to getting back into the swing of things, the transition could be a little bit harder for kids.
Yeah, it means it's up to the adults to help kids get prepared for all this. So joining us with some ways to make that happen is Gigi Schweikert, CEO of Lightbridge Academy. And Gigi, thanks for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So it's hard to hear that it's not too far away, right, for school.
But how, it feels like we just got out and now we're going back.
It really does. Well, so how far in advance, we don't have too long, should parents start preparing their kids for returning to school?
You know, I think there are a couple different ways you prepare children. You prepare them physically, emotionally, and socially. So I think as far as preparing them physically, you should probably get on that now, because we usually have a little bit more of a lax routine during the summer, and we want to make sure that children are going to bed at a time that allows them to get up early and to really start doing the things that they need to do in order to get ready for school. So to be able to get up, get dressed, brush your teeth, have breakfast, get your supplies together, and get off to school. So I would suggest that you start doing that right now.
Okay, so speaking of get ready, you have some other tips for kids. You say take a trip or a visit to the classroom. Why do you say that will help them with the transition?
Children like to be able to understand where they're going, and if it's not possible to actually go in the classroom, what would be awesome is if the children could at least go and see the school, whether that's this is the bus route that you're going to take, or driving them in the car, or walking to the school, whatever it is. We always have so much anxiety about things that we anticipate. If we can actually act it out and do it, the child can walk or see it or understand it or have something to think about. It's usually a lot less anxiety provoking.
All right, so how do parents start to get kids into the routine of going to school? I remember I always used to have a pit in the pit of my stomach, right? I still get it when I say it out loud. So how do you get prepared for that routine?
You prepare doing that routine by practice, practice, practice. So you're actually going to do that routine before you actually have to go to school. So you're going to get up at the time that you have to. You're going to make sure that you make lunch if you have to take lunch. You're going to start getting those supplies together like I talked about before. And you're really going to be a cheerleader, because as you indicated before, it's a little overwhelming for the parents to think about getting everything together and getting those children up and out of bed. But being that advocate for this is going to be so exciting, you're going to meet so many friends, you're going to have a great year, is really what your children need, because they can feel your anxiety, and if you can be positive, they can be positive.
Okay, so Gigi, we know that some kids might be a little scared, especially if they're going to a new school, or school for the first time. So what are some things parents can do to ease some of those fears?
So great thing about that, if your child is going to a brand new school, I would make sure that you try to get in touch with someone, another parent, to kind of see what the culture's like, to see what are children wearing, what are they bringing with them. And we can't provide children with everything that we want to provide them with, but at least we can do that. We can figure out what a buddy system is for them. Is there someone else that they can talk to? And most importantly, we can listen, and we can let children express their feelings of excitement or feelings of anxiety, whatever those feelings might be. And sometimes we don't need to solve the children's problems, we just need to listen.
So you say letting kids take something with them to school can actually help if they're a little bit nervous. What do you suggest they take with them?
So it's going to depend on how old they are, and it's also going to depend on what schools allow them to take with them, right? So one of the great things that children can take with them is something that smells like mom or dad. And it may even be, it smells like their home, whether that's a sweater or their coat. If it's something, if they can take a photograph is great for every age to be able to feel comfortable. And for some children, it's just to be able to maybe take a drawing that they have, or for older children, a saying that you use in your home, or something that they can look at to encourage them and get excited. One of the easiest things that you can do for any age group is just draw a smiley face and tuck that away into the lunchbox or the backpack or into a pocket, and that makes everybody feel better.
Love it. A little Post-it note. All right, Gigi, so the end of the summer and the start of the school year is a little bit difficult for a lot of people. So how can families make it so it doesn't feel like you're dreading the end of summer and starting school?
100%. And I think we do that with a lot of things. And so we need to make a minute matter. So very often, especially for working parents and busy parents who have multiple children, is we feel like we're just always on the rush. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got to get ready, brush your teeth, let's go downstairs. And if we can just make a small minute matter where we're saying, wow, I love you so much. I'm so excited for you today. You're going to learn so much. Is just to slow down long enough to pay attention to your child, to see how they're feeling, to offer some words of affirmation, and just more importantly than anything, let them know that you love them.
Oh, it is more important than anything,
Make
that's
a
for
small
sure.
minute matter. I'm going to use that in my life. Thank you.
Just one. It kind of takes the expectation down a little bit, but it matters a lot to the child.
Gigi, thank you so much for sharing your tips with us today. It's nice to see you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thanks.